What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm running late today. Hardcore. Had a whole lot of things go down this morning. More than what I'd really planned on. But no doubt we are going to jump back in to where we left off last night. As I said last night, we are not going to be playing with the red mage today. And no Final Fantasy XIV tonight. We are doing a lot with the summoner tonight. Trying to really get him up and into the system here so he's caught up with everybody. And that way I can dive deep into the story today. That is my biggest plan. And a giant shout out right off the bat to, I just want to get this in there. Imperlian, thank you so much, or John Volbreach, hopefully I've said that right, for being the first Patreon pledge. That was awesome. Very awesome. A big whopping $15. That is super awesome. You have also really increased your chances with the whole giveaway. So, hopefully, good luck to you and good favors all around. Hopefully today we can actually get things started here with the duty finder. Hopefully it won't take long. I would really love to get this done today, which I will, no doubt. It's just a matter of time of how long it's going to take. Maybe it won't take long though. I actually was queued to get in here, believe it or not, so maybe it won't take long. 19 minutes last night was going to take a lot longer than that. Let me actually get something. Sorry, everyone. Alright. Let's just hope it's a good day. While we wait, I can go ahead and get some of these seed seers things out of the way. Go back to Ul'dah. Or maybe not. To be honest with you. Oh yeah! Oh, I remember now. The Al-Mashah. Gotta go back to see them. Hopefully with all this playing today I can get a lot accomplished. Gonna try to do 3 decently long streams today. Gonna go ahead and get my Edgy out. Get Choco out as well. Plan ahead. Let's ride the new mount. I'm not really sure how to get over there. Looks like this is the way. Welcome to the Ring of Ash, adventurer. This place serves as home for our humble gathering of soldiers. My brothers and I have ever seek to hone our martial powers and honor the blood of our ancestors. We keep to the old ways of the desert nomad and of the warrior. To those who are worthy, we show proper respect regardless of origin. Your aura, it carries the reek of brimstone. Could you be the one of the champion said to have laid low the Lord of the Inferno? Then I would have you understand the curse that has befallen our fanatic brethren. Watch out, girl. They have forgotten the code that governs our people, the glory that comes with the warrior's death. Go on. Watch out. There you go. They spirit away the weak and feeble and offer them up in exchange for the barbed blessing of a... She's being evil today. Damn it. Day after day, witness the shameful acts of my kin. The honor of the Almajah is faded. Paltry thing, no longer driven by the righteous fortunes of battle. It is these kidnappings that most stoke the flame of my fury, while the victims often bear no arms at all. What triumph can be found in such a cowardly attacks? We are hunters, my brothers and I, and the fallen Almajah who huddle in Zarok, our prey. If you share my outrage, then I bid you join us in our kin war. No, I will not accept this, pretender. Ah, the badass lady. You claim to be one of the heroes that felled Ifrit. I've cut down a dozen men who boasted that feat. More likely you slew a glittering fire sprout and convinced yourself it was the king of the seventh hill. I did not ask for your counsel. Ul'dah? I and I alone make this decision for the Brotherhood. Then you better not stray into the path of the arrows, adventurer. We have too many enemies for me to waste ammunition pulled up heroes like you. Forgive this interruption. I shall vouch for the authenticity of your claim. Only one who has faced and defeated Ifrit could have the scent you do. Past glories, however, I will not impress my soldiers. Prove yourself through your actions, and you might find your reception here improved. Our foes are the Almajah of Zarok. We shall break the fangs that feast on the helpless. Our target is clear. Our resolve is unshakable. Well, maybe it won't be too much longer. All the DPS positions are filled. Ul'dah, war leader of the Brotherhood of Ash, wishes to unleash you upon the craven brethren. Let's check it out. We, the Almajah, were once simple nomads who roamed the vast plains of Pagathon. Who knows? If any sought to impede our path, we relish the challenge to our skeleton arms. Skeleton arms, my bad. For as long as our people have existed, it has been the tradition for aging warriors to make the pilgrimage to the holy land of Zarok, and there confront the specter of death. It is an honor to cast one's time-tempering soul into the scarred flames and return to one's body to ash. But these craven whelps of Zaharak. I've got to get used to that one. Zaharak. Quaver before death's inevitability. They seek not to fortify the spirits, instead groveling before the deity the strength they do not deserve. I have not the words to express my disgust of this manner, of this groveling, this subjugation of the meek and contemptuous weakling. The path of the true greatness, only conquering the greater of oneself, and attaining mastery over one's own fallings. War leader, there's trouble. The flame fangs have scented fresh prey. We must sound the call to arms. It seems you shall have the chance to prove your talents, adventurer. Show the Brotherhood your bidding still. Ul'dah. Your wish, war leader? This warrior is known by the name of Ul'dah. Through her form may be Mikote. Her soul harbors the raging blaze to match any Al-Majal soldier. We of the Brotherhood know the struggle of the martial perfection. Tribe, clan, gender, these details matter not. Ul'dah, will you accompany the newest ally into battle? What? Why choose me for this task? Surely there's others more fitting. Some hatchling in training, perhaps? Enough. I grow weary of your insolence. Shall I have my blade answer your mewling? No, war leader. I shall be at your command. Bid as you command. We shall see you for the charlatan. Meet me at the spot on your map. I pray your screams are short-lived. How far away is this? I gotta kind of map this out here. I think I got it. I suspect this is going to be probably decently easy. These are like some things I probably should have done long ago. Yeah. Oh. This is going to be real easy. Yep. Phew. You made short work of those raiders. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you have my thanks. No problem. I heard the Al-Majal were snatching folk from the trade routes again, but thought that was just my rival trying to scare me out of business. After all, the roads have been safe enough until now. I'll have to hire a guard or two the next time I pass through here. Damn, beastmen, sellsword wages do not eat so into a man's profits. I expected you to die here. Come now, we return to the Ring of Ash. How did she go to the Ring of Ash that way? She phased through a wall. Uh-oh, I think Choco leveled up. Maybe not. Getting there. I need to get some new stuff for this thing. Anyway. Or as they say, any road. Back we go. Oh, we got one tank. We need another tank and 2 healers. Then I finally get to face Shiva. I literally was hoping I could have done it last night. I was trying to stay up super late and didn't exactly stay up super late, but no doubt stayed up pretty late. You are no hatchling in battle. That much is obvious. But do not think me so impressed. There is yet the question of your resolve. The Brotherhood of Ash is conclaved to elite warriors under the command of Hamujigah. We wage a war of attrition against the zealots of Zarnok. Those fallen Al-Majal build altars and pitch camps wherever they please, convincing themselves they are the masters of the Holy Land. It must feel brave indeed to challenge none, but weak and undefended. Recall the raiders you just recently faced. They were members of the Flamefangs, a faction among the Zarnok Al-Majal that, more than any other delights in kidnapping, naturally they do also draw the most ire of the Brotherhood. It is our mission to see that the ambitions ground to dust and their leaders slain. Indeed, it is the duty of all who would call themselves true Al-Majal warriors. And now, a warning: do not seek to meddle with it too deeply into our affairs. This war is not some distraction to be dabbled in our outsiders such as you. You think my words are unconvincing. You think that I, too, am no Al-Majal. To the 7th hells with what you think. Go make your report to Hamujigah before he has time himself. A new pet adventurer. Law Lamb. What's going on? How's it going? Honored ally, news of your battle has spread through the camp. By all accounts, you fought with uncanny ability. None may now doubt that yours was the hand that slew the raging god. If our cause rings true in your heart, then I would further welcome your aid. Will you unleash your fury alongside the soldiers of the Brotherhood? I will let the zealots fear our coming. I cannot join my cause to yours. Huh. I want to say yes. This is a hard one. Well said. Yours is a true warrior's heart. Though we differ in many ways, the foe that we would topple is the same. Let us now vow death to the flame fangs. Theirs is a fire that cannot be suffered to burn. Cool. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'll read that. Neutral with the Brotherhood Beast Tribe. Furthermore, you may now purchase wares from the Brotherhood of Ash vendor. That's pretty cool. The Beast Tribes of Eorzea are beset with myriad problems. By helping each tribe resolve its issues through Beast Tribe quests, you can improve your reputation among its members. The quests that are available change on a daily basis. You can accept the 12 in a single day. However, you cannot accept a new quest while the previous day is in progress. To view your reputation among the Beast Tribes, select the reputation from the character menu. By winning the trust of the Beastmen, not only will you gain insight into their lives, you will also be initiated into their mysteries. Much like the Red Mage with the Sylphs. Cool. Guess I'll have to increase my reputation here. At least I can repair goods. That's pretty cool. What do you got for sale? Bunch of crafting supplies. Lost the DPS. Thought it wouldn't take this long. Oh well. Thank you, LolM. Thank you so much. Might as well do one here. Then I'll jump back to the Flames of Ul'dah. Do some more. Splitting the beacons, smothering instincts, fighting fire sand with fire. Fibub Ga wishes to entrust you with a new task. Be thy 10,000 strong, the mewling whelps of Zaharak could not stand before us without invigorating strength of their deity's flames. They carefully captured the Lord of Inferno's searing accelerations and harnessed them for their unholy rots. The god-touched fires are then... Oh shit! Definitely jumping in that. Ooh! Huzzah! We'll get back to that mission right after. Now it is time to go through this dungeon. I've waited so long. Is this Ashart?
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Oh, wow. Looks like diamond dust already. The party's probably already started everything without me. But it's okay. Chances are I'll have to do this again sometime on the battle sod, so we're here for the story. Shiva looking amazing. Love the design here. Oh, wow. That's awesome. All is good. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to aim. Whoa. That hellstorm. Defreet still doing good. Oh shit, dodge! Whoa. Ingvar! Glad you could make it. Oh wow. Whoa. Did not expect all that. Whoa, heal! Heal! Whoa. Damn it. Death took me that time. Ran straight into him. Ooh, good healer. Woo! Huzzah! Went pretty well except for that quick death there, but hey. Other than that, not too bad at all. Hopefully we have a nice little cutscene again, that'd be cool. Maybe? Ah, here we go. Very nice.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of Light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded.
Who's this Keeper of the Lake?
Do not squander a mother's gift. Hear, feel, think.
Whoa. The infamous words. The whisper. The echo. Heidelin. Oh. The organization. Just lying in the background.
And so the vessel withdraws. A predictable outcome.
Ooh.
Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
Mysterious. Moonbride. Brother 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Ashart did what? And you're certain about that, are you? Dravians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that's what you saw, I'll believe you. It's just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucination. Oh, that's... No? Fair enough. I was only asking. Oh. Alton. Repseed? What's going on? Give me the... Oh. Yes. If you ask me, there's not to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the rising stones, eh? I'll get everyone to meet us there. But before that, you had best pay a visit to Whitebrim Front and speak with Alphino. He's probably worried sick about you. That or he's busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you soon. Just kind of a bitch. That's mean to say, I know. But look what we just went through. It'd probably be faster just to go to Dragonhead and travel from there. So, it's only 100 gil. No, I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. No, I will not. Just about to go the wrong direction. Parafalls. Thank you so much. That was one of the biggest feats I've had in a while. Glad to see you can make it in here though. And yeah, just trying to make some progress with the summoner here, trying to get him caught up with more of the stormblood material. Don't want too many of those stormblood spoilers to confuse me with the red mage, so just trying to get caught up with this character. Vendrix, hello. How's it going in France? Well, I hope. Let's hope you have some great weather going down. It's super rainy in our area here. So for some voice audio. No. You want rain? Huh. Oh, it's been raining on and off for like 3 days in my area. Super humid. I either wish it would just like chill out or just stop raining. There he is, and none the worse for Weir. Was there any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I speak for us all when I say that I should like nothing more to hear the string tell of your victory. If you would be so kind. Then we're too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life. An outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Tonberry to thank. Yes, you're right, of course. Sir Emeric, we should not be content with what we have accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. I There is the matter of Asheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knots will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drillmont, is the caravan ready? The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wish. Rest assured that my knots will see safety to Revenant's soul. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the self-same supplies that the heretics stole from the House of Fortem's caravan. Less the crystal which compromised the bulk of the shipment, yes, scarcely a fraction of what was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. Oh, on an unrelated note, Tonberry, might I trouble you to accompany me to the Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not my benefit a certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk your life and limb to stop the Asheart. It took half a dozen knots to restrain him, I am told. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. Oh, wow. That is pretty hot. And this is the Ultra server. Primal data center. And no, this is, I live in Georgia, in North America. Redneck town, no doubt. In the mountains. Well, kind of. Camp Dragonhead, we can just travel there through Aetherat, thankfully. Hello, friend. Yes, yes I do, Parafalse. That is pretty cool. Northwest Georgia. What were you thinking, Tonberry? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which you might allow you to enter Asheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summoning Shiva anyway, and then engaging Abomination in mortal combat. By the Fury, Tonberry, 'tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. With that, I had been there to fight by your side. Yet, here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder the fates of a dear friend, or a veritable entity. I would not wish torture on my most hated enemy. But you're here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you, and Master Alphanerd in private. He awaits us in the ancestry. Let's hope for some voice audio. Greetings, sir. I shall show you in at once. To the intercessory.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Nautalon.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment.
Oh,
Which
triggered.
is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We, too, have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies.
Wow.
Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interest.
Sorry.
Choose your next words carefully.
Getting heated.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is?
Heartless?
Because I swiftly learned to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance.
Not heartless, devoted.
Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia,
At your service.
Second in command?
Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind?
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
You did. Ugh. That was pretty cool. For one reason to celebrate, Alphanode looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Ashort's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reappraisal of the primal threat and of our approach in combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if word of this incident reaches the Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that primals are an insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to the very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine then, if it became known that it was not only the beast tribes of Eorzea that could summon the primals, but her civilized people as well. Any lingering objections to the Eorzean campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could well find ourselves facing the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadvisedly. Come Tonberry, it's better that we continue with our conversation in Mordona. Back to the Rising Stones. It looks like I got a new grimoire out of it this time around. How could you sell your soul to the devil? He offered me the most gil. Please don't answer questions. I don't like spoilers. I may ask questions that seem like I'm asking everybody sometimes, which sometimes I really do ask the live chat, you know, a few hints here and there, but when it comes to the lore, if I just pre-advance or preemptively ask any questions most of the time. It's just basically an early reaction. Sharing my thoughts, my views. I like the Lullafill.
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once.
I love these meetings with the Ascians. Some of my favorites.
Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Indeed.
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogulmog the 12th was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
Reminds me of Esper's, kind of.
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not. But full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Oh, pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Indeed.
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For
Oh, shit.
Iceheart, Shiva,
Evil.
Ascians,
Evil dog.
and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Sorry. Choco likes to press the buttons. I'll keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind, Elton. Get that new Grimoire on. Okay, what is next? Miss Minfilia would discuss how best to proceed in light of recent developments. I mean to scour the annals of for knowledge of Midgardstramor. Given his great age, I dare say he appears in more than a few. Do you hear that? The commotion outside. Would you see if aught is amiss? Aught is amiss. Tonberry, 'tis well that you were on hand. We have a problem. Ul'dah has escaped. It happened shortly after the immortal flames took her into custody. She had been placed in the dungeon cell ahead of her coming trial, but apparently the accommodation was not to her liking. The turnkey was found slain with 2 guards. 'Tis plain she received inside help. Citizens report seeing Ul'dah quitting the city via the gate of Nald with a blood-led spear in her hand. She makes for Castra Meridian. I am certain that with her fate Eorzea as good sealed, what recourse she has but to flee to the Imperial Masters. Even as we speak, Captain Ilberd and the First are hot upon Ul'dah's hills. Pray make haste to the Camp Blue Fog and join the hunt. To Blue Fog. Triple tried. Probably won't be doing too much of the card game stuff on here. I'm on here mainly for the story. My thanks for coming, son. I have spoken with the soldiers here. They say Ul'dah walked through the camp not a bit ago. She walked right through. You did not mishear. We have Raban's decision to keep the matter secret. To think for that, bad for morale, he said. As a result, not a single flame in the garrison made any attempt to detain her, and so here we are. Ul'dah must not be allowed to reach the Castra Meridian. Where is the processing plant? Way up there. What's going down here? This wrench was with Ul'dah. He threw himself at us, that his mistress might escape. She didn't blink when we cut him down, not even when he started screaming no loyalty, even to her own goddamn harpy. With me signed, we almost have her. What is up, Red? Finally got the fox pup minion. After 6 hours of farming Fae. Wow. Congratulations, though. I know the grind can be rough, so no doubt, congratulations. Ooh, I'm probably gonna have to swift cast an Ifrit out here. I want Ul'dah. You will not be able to take me so easily this time. Oh shit. That was really quick. This will not. There we go. I'll read up at death falls. No, that was such a waste. There we go. This guy's just being a nuisance here. What are you doing? Get over here. I am pulling just so much aggro all of a sudden. Trying to distribute this all over the place. Shit. Thank you, random NPC healer. No, quit your shit. Why are you still summoning? Screw it. Time to get out here. Ugh, that was a mess. Bind her and do it hot. Yes, sir. Oh shit, my bad. She and her imperial cronies pushed us close, but we were better. Behold, a respected officer of the Immortal Flames. People looked up to you as one of the older founder members. Only one of its pillars. It saddens me to see you fallen so low. What would you know of Lo? You, a spoiled little lordling who has never known any want. People such as you take wealth and birth for granted. You think of your gods given right to rule over others. You know not of our plot, the injustice that we low-born Ishgardians must endure to noble lords and ladies. We are not people, but resources to be consumed. I did not want to to survive. Stealing, killing, even whoring myself, it is no fault of mine. It fools me imagined a paragon when I join the flames. To hear you tell it, one would think you've only one person ever to have suffered. In case you have forgotten, Ruban himself was born into poverty, as was I. We lived hand to mouth, with a little more than shirts on our backs. Hunger was our constant companion. Yet never did we bemoan our lot in life, nor did we begrudge others of their fortunes. We accepted the hand and we had been dealt, and played it to the best of our ability. Life was a battle, eh? No matter what fate threw at us, we took it to the chin and came back for more. Everything we have fought for. How are we any different then? Tis true that we were both mercenaries of lowly birth, and 'tis true we both had our fair share of struggles. But whereas I sold my sword, you, Marshal, you sold your comrades. If life has taught me one thing, it is that you have never betrayed your own. I would sooner cut off my own arm than raise a hand against my friend. But enough talk. You will return to Ul'dah to face justice, and the people whose trust you have dragged through the gutter. Not so much as a hand of remorse. 'Tis well that the sword business is finally at an end. A friend's betrayal deeper than still. We must hope we have chosen our own allies more wisely than Ruban has chose his. I would love some voice audio.
I have heard. Yes. Truly bothersome business. No, I do not foresee a problem on that front. The main concern is Ruban. There is no telling what the brute might do.
Thank you, no spoilers.
Have the blades watch him in the flames day and night. You may leave the Sultana to me. I shall personally attend her grace.
Sneaky. Very sneaky.
Sever one of the East Aldenard trade routes. That ought to keep Lolorito occupied for a while. Nanamo Ulnamo.
For my sake, pray be a good little sultana to the last.
Mystery. I remember the tip. I really usually don't even worry about inventory or money. I don't spend gil. I've got like 398,394 gil. And it's just racking up. I really don't worry about much of anything. I've heard the tips. And it would probably kill you to see me when I go to sell everything within my backspace. But like I've said many times, I'm here for the story. Maybe later on I'll worry about little glamour things here and there, just some little fun add-ons, but for the most part, I'm here for the story. Not really worried about the gil at all. Captain Ilbert and I have a few questions for the Flame Marshal regarding the circumstances of her miraculous escape. When we have completed our interrogation, we will make our findings directly to the General Ruban, and that shall be the end of it. Your work here is done, my friend. My thanks. But I have one last task for you. Return to the Rising Stones and apprise Menphilia of all that has happened. I am aware that the antecedent held Roale in high regard. For better or worse, she will want to know how this tale ends. To the Rising Stones. At least I'm getting a lot through and accomplished today. I am not really sure, Zombie Fox. I haven't looked at a quest list in a long time. Not really sure. Hopefully pretty close. Let's hope for some voice audio.
Welcome back, my friend.
Yes.
I have already received word from Alfino. To think that Flame Marshal Huayu was the Garlean agent. I know not what to say. Together with Robon, Eileen lent us much-needed aid at the time of our Order's founding. She was particularly passionate about the need to tackle the primal threat. When we discussed the subject, her eyes fairly shone with determination. Whatever else she may have been, I choose to believe that it was her true self with whom I spoke then. But now is not the time to dwell on such matters. I have an important announcement to make regarding our effort to defeat the Ascians. We shall begin as soon as everyone is assembled.
Assemble.
My thanks for coming, friends. Moonbreeder, the floor is yours.
By now, I'm sure you're all familiar with White Auracite, the miraculous material that'll allow us to capture Ascian souls. Back at Snowcloak, we verified its ability to absorb vast amounts of ether. Alas, it leaves something to be desired in the area of stability. The stone can only store ether for a short while before expelling its contents.
In addition to Orosite's inherent limitations, we must needs be wary of our enemy's strength. Our foe draweth upon an infinite wellspring of power. Even should we succeed in entrapping him, the stone will not long contain his wrath.
Meaning that, if we want to kill the swine, we'll have to be quick about it.
'Tis our belief that an Ascian soul may be permanently undone, if smitten by a sufficiently concentrated burst of pure ether.
The only trouble is, we can't say for sure how concentrated the burst needs to be. Without knowing how much ether an Ascian soul is composed of, we're basically guessing.
Our sole clue lieth in thy struggle with La Hebrea.
During that encounter, Hydaelyn bid you forge what she called a Blade of Light, a weapon which took the form of a luminous stream of energy. Based on your description, we believe the blade with which you vanquished your foe was composed of ether. Admittedly, your victory proved ephemeral, as La Hebrea was able to use a crystal of darkness to flee into the space that lies between our world and the void. The fact remains, however, that Hydaelyn placed the means to destroy the Ascians in your hands. Be that as it may, it would be unwise to assume that she will do the same when we next encounter such a foe.
Quite so, my lady. We must needs find the means to forge our own blade of ether, one to equal that which Hydaelyn did benevolently bestow upon her champion.
That is all well and good, but it seems to me that producing such a blade will require a prodigious quantity of ether. Whence will it come, pray tell?
Pray tell.
Oh, what if we had 2 pieces of white orosite? One to trap the Ascian, and the other to store the ether for the blade.
2 to 3 hours. That's not bad. What is up, Dro for show? How's it going? Gonzalo, what's up?
Oh, nice try. But it's as I said, the stone won't hold ether for any length of time. We'd still need to collect the stuff there and then, sorry to say.
And therein lies the rub. Finding a way to create the blade whenever and wherever we choose.
'Twould seem more research is in order.
I'm going to linger a while, perform a few more tests on the Orosite. And I could do with some help. Urianger, why don't you lend me a hand?
Oh, she really has that crush, doesn't she?
Mine apologies, but I am required at the Waking Sands. Lady Minfilia hath given me sole charge of the premises. 'Twould be unseemly to leave them unattended.
And he is married to work.
Sole charge, you say? So you're basically alone there, then? Well, that settles it. I'll just have to come to you.
While you were afield, word arrived from the Sharlayan motherland. You will recall that a survey party was dispatched to investigate the incident at the Isle of Vow. What they discovered was troubling, to say the least. According to the report, the isle has been erased from existence. 'Twas as if a hole had been torn in the very fabric of reality.
Aye, yet the mystery endeth not with the isle's disappearance. It hath come to light that a number of scholars in various other locales were reported missing at a similar juncture.
What's more, they all had something in common with the head of the students of Baldessian. Every last one of them was researching a phenomenon called dimensional compression, or the rejoining as the ancient texts call it. I'll be damned if that's a coincidence.
All indications suggest Ascian involvement, but I sense that a force greater still is at work. The entity the dark beings call the one true God.
The one true God.
We must pray that my dear friend Kryl regains consciousness soon. If she bore witness to the Isle of Val's final moments, she may be able to shed some light on this mystery.
My day off's been so far. I actually jumped in here a lot later than what I wanted to, but my plans are all the same. I plan to stay on here as much as possible today. I'm gonna take a few breaks. Gonna be an interesting day. Gonna really try to push myself to get to the Heaven Sword material. Hopefully I'll accomplish it. Yeah, you never really know though. With the word of having all this others, a dungeon and 2 trials to do, with that, it's really up in the air. Time dependent. A lot goes down in this room.
Following the calamity, the forces of the 14th Imperial Legion entrenched themselves in strategic locations across Eorzea. So swiftly did they accomplish this, it was suspected that they had received help. To think that it came from Huayu, my right hand.
There is more. We have reason to believe that Huayu didn't deal exclusively with the 14th. She also answered to a higher authority in Garlemald.
Thanks for the good luck, John. And good luck to you as well. A primal thought.
But this higher authority could not have been the Emperor. By consenting to the media project, Solus Zos Galvus showed himself to be more concerned about preventing the spread of primal influence than claiming Eorzea for the Empire. He would happily have seen the lot reduced to ash.
Actually, if you want to jump back to the beginning of this video and watch the battle, I actually fought Shiva earlier, Gonzalo. It's within this stream here. You could like just go back and watch that anytime you want, or after this stream, or watch it now then catch up. It's completely up to you, no doubt. But if you would like to see Shiva, that fight actually went down within this stream just a little bit earlier, and it was very nice. I did die, but then I came back to life. It's luckily revived, but it was a cool fight no less.
We believe a number of high-ranking figures within the royal household were against the decision, but that they knew better than to oppose the Emperor openly. Of course, this didn't prevent them from making clandestine provisions, in which Huayu played a part.
Alas, these provisions did not prevent Dalamud from falling, and the ensuing chaos changed the face of the realm forever. Yet Eorzea survived. To all intents and purposes, the Meteor Project had failed, and the Empire was left to rue its lack of a decisive means to eliminate the primals. Until, that is, it stumbled upon the Ultima weapon.
Even before the accursed thing was dug up, it seemed to me the 14th had the might to overwhelm our weakened armies. Yet they chose to hide behind their walls. Why?
The Black Wolf was wary of making the denizens of Eorzea desperate, lest more primals emerge to bleed the land. The discovery of the Ultima weapon, however, emboldened him to resume his war of conquest in earnest.
But there was one in Garlemald who believed that Van Belsar's actions were premature. One who stood higher in the Imperial Army's chain of command. He ordered the Legatus to halt his advance, only to find that the Black Wolf had slipped its leash, and that the 14th now acted alone. In a bid to bring Van Belsar to heel, he used the agent he had planted in Ul'dah prior to the calamity to undermine the Legion's efforts.
A man who outranks Van Belsar, yet opposed the late Emperor's decision to annihilate Eorzea. This could only be the former High Legatus of the Garlean army, now known as Emperor Varus Zos Galvus. So he was Huayu's true master.
But one of several in actual fact. We've learned that even as Huayu served the Empire's interests, She sold Imperial secrets to a certain faction in Eorzea. In so doing, she helped to maintain the status quo, thus prolonging the conflict.
Shit, sorry.
7 hells! You mean to say that she was a double agent?
Oh, well, at least he simplified it.
Triple, if you consider her services to Van Belsar and the new Emperor as separate.
As neatly as these pieces seem to fit, one aspect of the puzzle remains unclear to me. By whose will was the Marshal feeding intelligence to the heretics? And try as I might, I fail to see how aiding their cause would profit either her Imperial or monetarist masters. Could it be that another hand is at work here? If so, why you must be made to reveal whose it is.
Not only have I lost a trusted friend, now I must interrogate her as a stranger.
Gonzalo, feels all the way with you. Good vibes all around. Hopefully everything goes well with your day. And yeah, hopefully you can catch it after you eat some dinner and everything. Tend to your real life, my friend. Sloppy cold still.
Not a pleasant task, I grant you, but a necessary one. Unless we weed out the ivy, root, stalk, and stem, it will simply grow back.
I know that full well. Those closest to Huayu have already been detained, and I will question them alongside her.
Awesome, Gonzalo. See you, my friend. Take it easy.
General, pray keep in mind that there may be unwitting abettors among them.
All will be treated fairly. On that you have my word. Those who are innocent have no cause to fear.
You have ever been a friend of truth, General. I hope the unpleasant task of weeding out falsehood will not detain you too long. Though it be for the sake of Eorzea, doubting one's comrades is poison to the soul. And with that, I take my leave.
All these years, I've been made to dance to their tune. How could you, Huayu? How could you side with them?
So odd how Ryu is pronounced that way. Gotta get used to it.
Those cankers who take from this land and give naught in return, who use their power to disempower and grow fat while the people starve. I know you can hear me, monetarist scum! Your crimes will not go unpunished! One day I will purge this land of your sickness! Before the eyes of the 12, I swear it!
Triggered wouldn't explain his feelings. He's pissed. Oh, I want that Moogle and Chocobo.
I shall have no further need of you this day. Your Grace. I fear that not even mine own chambers shall remain private for long.
Has the situation grown so grim?
Ever since he proposed the Cartiner Reclamation Bill, Teleji Adeleji has risen to greater prominence upon the backs of impoverished refugees. The monetarists were ever united in their pursuit of profit, but the man's actions have torn a rift in their ranks. They snap at each other as rabid dogs. Yet now is not the time to be bickering among ourselves.
If this bickering is a threat to law and order, might you not have grounds to dissolve the Syndicate?
Would that the solution were so simple, Admiral. Alas, my moving to dissolve the Syndicate is certain to spark outrage among the influential merchant class, whom the Cabal represents. This would serve to exacerbate the current unrest, and peace would slip still further away. Be they rich or poor, natives or refugees, all who reside in Ul'dah have a right to pursue happiness. It is the duty of a ruler to protect this right. If I am to perform my duty, I must needs tread warily. It would not do to make enemies heedlessly. Were Lord Lolorito here, he would doubtless say that I have my head in the clouds.
A goat woman. Hey, I've read that they will be adding more races over time with other expansions. You never know. It could be a playable class in the future. I would love nothing more to be an Al-Majal. That would be awesome.
A ruler is required to take a wide view. Try as we might to cater to all needs, some will inevitably be overlooked. As such, there shall ever be citizens who feel aggrieved. It cannot be helped. But as you have informed us, the monetarists take no view but their own. They hunger for power while the masses starve. In the absence of a common cause, it seems beyond any one individual to make Ul'dah whole.
And the presence of a Garlean agent within the immortal flames only makes matters worse. Even accounting for Ul'dah's historic reliance upon mercenaries, such a grievous breach of security is unprecedented. I fear this business will provide the monetarists with a rod to beat Rauban.
Eorzea can ill afford for the immortal flames to be dampened now. Ere long, the Garleans will turn their ravenous gaze toward our lands once more. If we are to resist their might, our nations must stand together. Yet for this to happen, our nations must be whole. Cannot be done to improve the situation in Ul'dah.
The true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her citizens. Alas, the citizens shall never know these things, so long as their lives are ruled by the ambitions of the few. The monetarists claim to represent the best interests of the people, but in sooth they desire only to manipulate them for their own selfish ends. For the government to serve the people, it must be formed of the people. For Ul'dah to move forward, it is not only the Syndicate that must be dissolved.
Nay, you jest.
Uh-oh.
My friends, it was for no other reason than to make known to you mine intent that I requested your presence here. When I make my declaration to the people, chaos shall inevitably ensue.
Chaos?
As the last monarch in the line of Ul, I make unto you this request. Help Rauban to preserve order and protect the people. Forsake them, and you forsake yourselves. For a strong Eorzea will ever have need of a strong Ul'dah.
Your Grace, are you certain of this?
There is no other way. When the time is ripe, the nation shall become a true republic. Both royalists and monetarists shall cease to be. Ul'dah will no longer belong to kings or queens or merchant princes, but to her people. Rauban, forgive me for casting aside all that you have toiled for in my name.
Makes you wonder, what is she eating here?
Beyond this gesture, I am powerless to help my subjects.
Some long cutscenes there. Whoa! Haven't seen one of these in a while. Oh, dungeon requirement. Wow. Haven't done any of these. Now the hunt shall begin. Oh, Vera Javel Joe? Hopefully I said that right. Vera. I actually have heard talk of that. That would be really cool. Imperlian! What is up? I'm so glad that you could come in here and join. Had a nice shout out there at the beginning of the video. Fusion. How's it going? So, would anybody know how I would be able to find these? Oh. Can you just do it this way? No. How do you get the hard version? What is up, David? How's it going? Glad he could jump in here. Waking Sands. What am I doing? Too slow. It's all good. It's all good. No, this is the primal data center. Gonna jump on the chocobo. Gonna have to up my stock on Gasol greens before long. I don't think that's them. I don't know. Nope, not an EU server. Definitely not in England. I'm guessing this is them. Looks beseechingly in your direction, fear in his eyes. Friend to the dawn, hear my plea. Tidings most ominous arrive from Gridania. A primal waketh the shroud. Those who have borne the Kildr's spirit witness the return tell. Avow near before they seem like the gods' quiver doth investigate. As we speak, and meseems, Bel Lord Lowen would welcome a capable adventurer of helping hand. Pray his thee to the seat of the first bell, and shrine the lot upon the matter. That was rough. I love Oriage, he's a cool character, but my goodness, they could slow down with some of his dialogue with... I'm just gonna make trips back and forth. I don't really want everything to get too cluttered up here on the screen. May take me a bit longer, but again, I hate the clutter. I don't even know if I've attuned myself to the Archer's Guild. I have not. I will have to do so. So where is it? Actually not too far away. And as long as I go in the right direction. I'm a bit nervous about doing the hard trials. Just a bit. Sure, proceed. Disciple, I have heard much of your deeds in recent days. You come to lend your hand of strength to the primal investigation, yes? Your aid most welcome. Ascertain the veracity of the ominous rumor circulating about the Gridania of late. I shall proceed directly to the matter at hand, though still unsubstantiated. Ill rumors stir amongst the townspeople of late, rumors of a shadowy clad knot who rides in the shroud. Under normal circumstances, I would pray such idle ghost stories little heed this time. However, we have reason to suspect, but we have not to gain by rushing to judgment. I would have you go to the streets, disciples, speak with the people, and hear their words with your own ears. The Ghost Knight. Hey, I saw him. Clad from head to toe in armor that seemed forged from shadow itself, galloping through the shroud atop his hellsborn steed. They speaking of Odin here? Mark my words, the trees themselves were quivering in fear of that not. I've not slept a wink since they've returned. Two down here. I'll go ahead and get them first. Hey, I saw him as clear as day, or as clear as night, you might say. With me own two eyes more fearsome than the rider was his ghastly steed. I know not where ye travelled, but I can assure you, you've not seen more frightening a beast. One thing I can tell you, friend, that was no spectre or shadowy, nay, he was as solid as you or me. Don't speak of me like that, friend. Forgive me, ever since espying on a glimpse of that ghastly horseman, my heart won't stop racing. I knew the elements would punish us sooner or later for daring to disobey their will. This will surely sign a sinister happening to come. Last one. Here we go. Yes, I saw the Black Knight, after which I promptly fled for my dear life. Should you end up in my position, you'd be wise to do the same. I have my pride, but I am not a fool enough to cast my life away. Besides, one look was enough to know. This is a manifestation of pure evil. Were he to turn this massive sword against Gridania, all of our lances as one would not hope to stand in his way. Uh-oh. Sounds pretty darsome. No doubt. Should have used the crystal. Oh well. A knight clad in shadowy formed armor. A mammoth sword and hellsborn steed. It's clear now. It's clear now. Our worst forebodings have proven most unfortunate. Proceed. Would seek counsel of others. A ghostly knight atop his baleful steed. It is, as I feared, the rumors bear a most inauspicious resemblance to the references in ancient scripture describing Odin, the dark divinity. It is my suspicion that the dark horseman of rumor is indeed Odin, and furthermore, that his malevolent presence is a primal, and yet, before the gods quiver, takes action, I would seek the counsel of one versed in holy writings. Make for quarry mill and seek out brother... Well, yeah. Who would know? I would know what he knows. And be swift, disciple. If Odin is truly come to the shroud, time is not on our side. I actually don't even know if this was one of the required quests. I just kind of accepted it. But hey, Odin, that's pretty exciting. After all of this plays out, if it does it in a timely manner anyway, I'm gonna take a break. But it'll still be a little while, so don't worry, not jumping out of here just yet. Everybody's hitting up the Palace of the Dead today. I am Oepazi, and you must be the adventurer I've been expecting. Ah yes, Odin, the Dark Divinity, Foul Lord Luin, is understandably distressed at this arrival, as who has read these scriptures. However, I am not entirely surprised. Odin, as the ancient writings have it, rode forth into the world wielding a dark blade capable of cleaving earth and the heavens. By his fell blade did perish earth herself and countless multitudes of her people. At long last, great hero of Ul'dah did arise to battle with the dark god. Odin was slain, and his spirit sealed within a forest spring. For years, this was thought to be a mere wise tale, a ghastly story told by mothers to frighten their young'uns into obedience. But recent archaeological studies at League and Ruins have unearthed damning evidence to the contrary. And now, these rumors... The scriptures claim the Dark Divinity slumbers in Earth's fount, deep in the heart of the shroud, where the powers of a crystal confines him. I had ventured into the forest and seen the crystal with my own eyes, but this was many years ago. It is entirely within the realm of possibility that something has gone terribly awry. And the letters of crystal confine the Dark Divinity no longer. I would send you to the Earth's fount to investigate the matter, but be forewarned, your path will not be an easy one. Should any evil spirits stand in your way, this water of cleansing should avail you. How far away is this? Not too far away. Yeah, that was my fear. It's cool either way though. I'll get to it, Zombie Fox. I'll get to it. Total accident. I just kinda hastily accepted the quest. But hey, Odin, that'll be pretty cool. I have not faced Odin before in this game, so be a nice little first there. Plus, I mean, Odin. Come on, Odin's awesome. glad that he made an appearance within this game. Although I should have probably done this long ago, the way everything's looking here. Thanks. Nope, I actually have not done the fate. Lag City. I did not mean to do that. Thankfully, it didn't go wrong. Not what I expected. Damn it. Did not mean to use Bane Gun. Okay. Gotta lay off Bane. Watch out, Choco. Here we go. Let's hope for the best here. Cross those fingers. Well, not what I expected at all. I was actually expecting more of the fight to go down here. Okay. False alarm. How's it going? Crosshairs. I have not really. I don't think so anyway. Got a few. Not too many. The crystalline gull that held the Dark Divinity in check. Were you able to ascertain what was become of it? Magical energy still remains in this stone, though its powers have grown dim. What's more, behold how the stone has been cleaved clear and entwined. Odin's fell blade. There can be no doubt. This there can be no doubt as the identity of the unwelcome guest, and yet It is most curious. The Dark Divinity rods free. Why does he tarry in the shroud? Inirode, you're to be commended for your bravery, adventurer. Simia is preparing a report on the very matter as we speak. I'd be most grateful if you could share your findings with her as well. Ah, up there. Go to the Ul'dah. Nope, not this character. I'm getting there. Definitely getting there. Entrust me with a delivery, eh? Oh, whoa. Your assistance in the investigation has been proven valuable, adventurer. You have our thanks. With your aid, I have finally managed to complete my report. A thorough survey of an eyewitness reports of the most credible theories regarding the Dark Divinity's presence in the Shroud. Linton to deliver copies of the report of the Brotherhood of Ash and Lord Ballard, Lowen, and myself. The Ascians, too, will no doubt be eager to learn of the findings. I would be most unappreciative if you could deliver a copy to Urianger in my stead. My duties demand that I remain composed, but in all truth, I fear the fate of our people. Should the time come that the Dark Divinity draws his blade against Gridania, promise me that we can count on your aid. Yes, I have a red mage. If you jump on the channel and actually look at my playlist, I have one called Stormblood Super Hot. That's where the red mage resides. I usually play him during this day period, but I'm really trying to get into the Stormblood content with this character. I was really hoping the wheels would get to turning on this a little bit faster. I agree for now, Zombie Fox. It's not too bad. I like the little details they give you. That's pretty cool, but it is a slow transition here. Tonberry, I am most heartened by thy safe return. Wert thou able to cast light on the shadows of the Hunt of the Shroud? So it is true, having awakened from the eternal slumber, the dark divinity now rods free in the shroud. Whilst you were afield, I immersed myself in the scriptures. The more I scoured the words, the more I did realize that the writings draw heavily upon the elegant historical chronicles. History is quite a fascinating beast, is it not? One nation's glory is another's suffering. One nation's great hero, another apparent villain. No doubt that is true right there. I mean not speak with platitudes, but only to say that there will never be a single side to any story. Also very true. He's placing a real off. Even a story that is presented as a historical fact. To what end did the great hero of Alexil Odin in the Goal of Crystals Gal, my bad. What impels the dark divinity to write it once again? Cast thine light on the shadows of the history, friend, that we might be delivered from the darkness. Why not? I don't remember if any of these were actually... I should have memorized which of the quests I actually needed to proceed with the story. I don't remember which one of these would be next. Cool. I'll actually be right back, everybody. I'm gonna take a small restroom break real quick. And I'm back. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. I am actually not really sure, Zombie Fox. A reoccurring problem. Honestly, it's hard to really say. This is so hard. I'll accept. Amongst the Mughal kin, there's a legend of the good King Mughal the 12th doth tell of a wise, magnanimous ruler. Alas, the entity thus summoned put the law to the imagining of the brief and beseechingly unpeaceful reign. 'Twas disturbing for me to learn then that the Mughals' guard have once more proceeded in placing their manic potentate upon his thorny throne. Methinks the agents of chaos doth lurk in the shadows of the deed. Only with the Ascians growlful intervention. Could they give call the king back from the ether which with such haste? As ever it falls to thee, to the blade of born of Lot, to banish the paragon's dark ambitions from our realm. The 12 only know what to desire. Power doth corrupt the savior of the gentle forest folk. Thy name has been called, Tonberry. More modern faction of the Mughals hath joined the order of the Twin Adder in effort to open a path to the good king's domain. I bid thee to make haste to the Adder's Nest at once, and once more pledge thine in responding to the royal myth made flesh. I'm just doing it to kill Tom. Honestly, I may have to do these other ones. I'm going to be slowly reading up here on the side here on what to do, because I'm really trying to progress in the story here. I want to do these things, but no doubt on the other hand, I really want to progress too. So I'll just use these as a little filler while I'm reading over here in the background on what exactly I am supposed to do. Minfilia in the Solar only is only tells me what I can't do at the moment. T, how's it going? Trying to get through the main scenario here. It's trials I have not completed. And I'm just doing this thing really for a filler. I'm trying to read up here on what to do next. Tonberry of the Ascians, I am glad to see that. See, you assume you have appraised the situation regarding the Mughal monarch. After a previous disposal of the king, Kublai has approached the Mughal guard in an attempt to convince them that the error of their ways. Unfortunately, it appears that his efforts at persuasion had rather the opposite effect. The royal sinistries reported flew into a frenzy and focused their righteous indignation into a new summoning ritual. Mayhap it was unwavering the intensity of the Mughals' guard prayers, but the king has returned to the forest enveloped in an almost bonding aura of majesty. Kublai tells us that the dauntingly God damn it, I can't talk right now. Maniacal avatar has been taken to calling himself the Great King Mogul the 12th. Suffice it to say that the Elder Seedseer is willing to condone the necessary act of the Regidus. For the safety of all who dwell within the Twelveswood, it would be decided that the king must fall. A certain member of the Elder Seedseer personally guard present escorting Kuplokop to the ward that shields the monarch's domain. Those among us with the ability to see the Mughals are often in the high demand, but considering the urgency of your mission, our leader felt it best to expedite matters. Pray you make your preparation, set out as soon as you're able. Kuplokop awaits you at the Bramble Patch in the East Shroud. I know where the actual main scenario is, it's just that I can't proceed until I have more done with the main scenario. Or, not exactly. I have to do these hard trials. I haven't done them just yet. But I will. Ah. I think I may know what to do. Before I proceed here, I think I've already figured out what to do, but yeah, see, I wanted to actually... When you go to here, you go to good intentions, it just tells me that I can't proceed until I have these hard trials completed. But I'm gonna make my way back to the waking stands. It should be where I have to proceed from there. Let's hope so anyway. Just for a second. It's so hard to read and steer. Ah. Whoa, what was that? Little Lullafellan fishermen. Fisher ladies. Fishermen. Fisher people. People fishing. Lullafellan fishing. Lullafell fishing. I feel like with these being such a necessity, they should be linked to the story a little bit better. It's like the only time I ever spend Gil. Okay. I'm actually gonna go in here first. I'm pretty sure this is where I have to go into the Solar and talk to Minfilia here. Yes. I have not led myself astray, thankfully. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I am afraid there is still work to do. The Ultima weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, have severed the emboldened beastmen, who now seek to call upon their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Al-Majal had the Ixal and the Kobolds to making preparations of their respective summoning rites. That is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all of these tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something. Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with their vengeance in the wake of the Ultima Weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that the time it devoured three primals in one sitting. The grand companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses incurred to ensure the success of the operation, Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to us once more. The etheric waves were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond the knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake the mission, Tom Berry? Of course. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Tom Berry. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A stirring of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow Ascians. But instead, I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's administrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope and return to my duties again soon. I feel like I should have done this a long time ago. Thancred's return makes the beginning of a new chapter of the Ascians. Let us renew... Shit. Damn D-pad. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it to one sure step at a time. Urianger has overviewed the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Ah, that it does. I just now saw it. The font is so tiny there. And it also blends in with the little bar up here of my health. It's not health. It's the Titan. Anyway, that's in the past. Somewhat anyway. Such knowledge as I possess the beast tribes of the primals is at thy disposal. Whether a man or beast man, we won't be able to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Ul'dah who they have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. Thancred wants you to vanquish Ifrit, and has informed you that it will help arrange an encounter. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. Tis Oriange said, I fear the Ul'dah have already summoned Ifrit. A confrontation with the Lord of Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of the Battleson insisted that they refrain from taking the field when it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem the recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I'll focus on gathering the analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted the preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that used to you. Do pay visit to the Hall of Flame. Speak with the Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Menphelia's words, but this Ifrit is far cry from the primal you first defeated. You will want to assemble your most dependable comrades for this mission. Be safe, my friend. Should have hit that swift cast first. Either way, I'd just rather have Ifrit out when it comes to things. Even if it's Ifrit versus Ifrit, taunting is just taunting. He's good when you're by yourself, but in a party, he just takes too much aggro. It is definitely easy to miss things, Zombie Fox. Thank you for understanding. Corporal Disciple, we thank you for coming to the Flame General. Oh, the Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we have already relayed to the Waking Sands, Ifrit is returned. For the sake of the peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The primal is to be found in his domain, the Battle of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aetheryte found within the depths of Zaha'ak at the Ul'dah stronghold. The Ul'dah constructed their own Aethernet from the salvaged Aetheryte shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without a problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow Ascians, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far more stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. That is all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. Closest place to travel. Forgotten Springs, maybe? A little Amigo. I'm gonna go to Little Amigo. would help to go ahead and start in the right direction. Ooh, not there. Farther south. Here we go. Should be right through here. It's really far in here. Really far in here. Let's hope for the best here. 23 minutes. Wow. In the meantime, I won't be able to do it, but at least I'll have myself lined up and ready with this. Oh wow, it won't take long at all to get there. So maybe not. Maybe I'll just I'll head to Gridania, buy some more Gisal greens. I really need to do that. Then I have myself lined up with the Oriange after that to get all the other... Or actually, I probably have to complete this. I don't know. I'll try to get those other hard scenarios lined up as well. But after this, no doubt, I'm already a little bit longer than I wanted this one to be before my break. I'm going to run through Ifrit here. If it's possible. And then after that I'll take a break, but no less it'll be just a little while longer. Then I will return for a few more hours. That does actually make it a little difficult, but that's not too big of a problem for me. But I understand though, if you get caught up, you could pull so much aggro on the mount. My coffee got really cold. It's like sat there for like 2 hours. It does not taste good anymore. That was all of it though. Give me a shit ton of Gisal greens. As many as you can. Whoa, you can buy more than 100? How many can I get? So, let's rack up. Awesome. I won't have to worry about running out of Gasol greens for a while. 399. Awesome. And now back to the rising stones. Hopefully it'll let me set these up as I go. That way I can keep these wheels turning. I'm not so nervous for Ifrit, not so much as I am for Totten. I remember the first time fighting Totten, I got knocked off the platform twice. I can only imagine what it's going to be like on hard. Really makes me wonder what this whole Moogle trial is going to be like on the next difficulty. I suspect it's going to be super hard. Whoa, did not expect that. Amazing. Let's dive in, everybody. Cross your fingers and hope for the best. Come on, healer. Come on, healer, what are you doing? There we go. Hey, party. Everybody's happy to be here. Here we go. Whoa. Got a good tank going on right now, taking all the heavy weight. Did not need to use Fame. Whoa. this is getting intense. Whoa. I am out. Oh, we got a good healer though. Swift casting Edgy back out here. I'm going to go with Garuda this time. Garuda may be more helpful. I just went button crazy. Spamming Ruin 2 to the end. Huzzah! Great party efforts there. Could not have done it without that healer and those really good tanks, no doubt. Ifrit's Harpoon. Bet there's some Dragoon out there who's happy. Be cool. I'll pass. Player accommodation. I'm giving it. Don't know if it was even this healer, but they deserve it. That was a good heal right there at the end. Managed to actually get it off while all that shit was going down. Very cool. Very good healer. This is, I'm sure one of the ones I'll have to do now. Paplima would have you vanquish Garuda, who has returned stronger and bloodthirstier than before. Tonberry, I hear you have triumphed over Ifrit. Of course, this is no less a threat. A threat than I would expect from a warrior of law. But, you know what, everybody? Yeah, we'll continue a little further. This is no less a feat than I would expect from a warrior of law, but well done all the same. Now I had full mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep Garuda. I am afraid to say, has returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds... My bad. That of other primals. What are you doing over here? Not to dishearten you, but her latest incarnation has an appetite that has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the Aether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Yida and I will assist the other in the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is a spring breeze besides what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must count ourselves on the fortunate order of the Twin Adder, chance to discover a beastman Aetherite leading to the Howling Eye. Before you aught else, I suggest you visit the Adder's Nest and have words with the Commander Helix. He will be able to tell you about the said Aetherite amongst other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove formidable opponent, but I believe you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe. Oh shit, that's not what I'm doing. though, now that I think about it. Wow. Thank you so much, Imperlian. Wow. No doubt. John Volbreach. You're amazing. Wow. Wow, thank you so much for that nice and generous pledge. $26. That is awesome. Thank you. Gosh, that's amazing. You are a great person. And I will definitely pick you a cool primal out, no doubt. You sure you do not have any specification of your choice? No doubt I will pick the best. Ah, Tonberry of the Signs, we are grateful for your aid. As you will already know, the accursed Ixal have summoned Garuda once more since her return. She has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Twelveswood and Kaworthos. She must be stopped as soon as, lest more lives be in loss of the name. Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to the reign of terror. As the past, Garuda keeps the court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by the raging Tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an Aetherat way into our domain. The Ixal have constructed an Aetherat within Nautilon, their stronghold in the Central Highlands and Kaworthos. This Aetherat will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seedseer says desire to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of our people as well as theirs, your mission be met with success. The fastest place would be Dragonhead. No, it will definitely be Imperlian. No doubt. Your wish shall be granted. I'll actually edit some things and post some stuff on there right after the stream on my break. Oh, you were awesome. I believe this would be a mistake. Maybe not. This place is cool. get back there? Oh, I guess. No. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna actually defeat these two guys. It's becoming a problem. Ah, there's the door. Where is Garuda? What have you been doing? Get Ifrit back out here. After all, I'm not fighting Ifrit any longer, so it shouldn't be a problem. Very good. Excellent. Okay. No! Why is there a decline there? Okay, everybody, I'm actually gonna go ahead and, can't die from falling. Oh, but I read that you can actually die from falling. A lot of times you'll get left with 1 HP, but I actually read that you could die from, in fact, falling. I thought I was gonna go ahead and take a break, but I think I'm gonna try to do the Howling Eye. Then I'll take a break. It's depending on how long this is going to take here, but if it's as fast as the Ifrit trial actually started, then we can actually get this done with no problem. You know, Ingvar, that was really, really random. No doubt, though, after Garuda, I've got to take a little break here. It sucks that I'll have to actually complete this thing with Garuda here before the other thing will pop up, I believe. But it doesn't stop me from trying. Fears were correct. Yep. Have to actually complete the hard on the Howling Eye first. Well. I don't see that this is going anywhere, so I'm actually going to pull this off. I will jump back to it eventually. But this right here just... it's cluttering up my screen. I don't like it. Eventually it will be done, but for now, I suppose I will go back to Ul'dah and do some more of the stuff for the flames. I'm actually going to give this about... I'm going to wait till the time elapse has hit 10 minutes. And if it doesn't hit 10 minutes, or if it hits 10 minutes and I'm not actually within the trial there, I'm going to have to take a break. Stretch, walk my dog, and real life stuff. Manage the Patreon. Have some things I got to manage on there. Brought a few things down. I'm going the wrong way. Oh wow, I'm running out of things to do here as well. Gotta do that Mog thing probably. Before I do that, I don't know if I'll be able to actually... I don't think I can. Nope. Hunting log. Western Mosnasia. Go with this one first. Magitech armor. It's not too far away. Not authorized to participate. How do you get authorized to participate? Where is Ruban? Well, that's why I have the multiple characters. What I plan to do once I've completed the game for 14, of course I'm already streaming my older titles. My plan is to actually start another character, actually starting off here in Ul'dah. I've not seen the beginning thing there. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is actually start as a Lancer, build up the Dragoon character, then when he gets to about level 50, maybe turn him into a Samurai. See how that plays out. And that's just a weird gist. I'm actually going to take a break for a while after that as well. For a little while. I'll definitely have a better view of the game at that point. More know-how, if you will. More experience. was really hoping I'd be able to talk to that Ruban guy. Where the hell does he reside? I don't want to step away from the doors. I don't think I've ever even attuned myself with this crystal. Maybe I have. Anyway, I'll just go back to the place. The flames. Kind of set myself up to do one of their missions. But this party finder is not, or duty finder, whatever, not racking up anybody. We're getting very close to 10 minutes here. So I'm going to set myself up here at the Hall of Flames to do this mission for this Lullafelon here when I return. But everybody, I'm going to go ahead and call it. It doesn't look like anybody's coming for now. I'm going to take a small break. But it has been fun, it's been good, and I thank you all for coming in. Be sure to subscribe. I will be back, and subscribing will give you that notification when that happens. But that also increases your chances to win the pt6 minifigure. You can do so many things within the links on the page of the channel to increase your chances there. Also, by subscribing, that increases your chances, not to mention jumping in on older titles. I always do random little things that other people can do that grants them extra tickets within the giveaway as well. And again, that will be at 250 subscribers. We also have a random giveaway coming up. Ooh, the random giveaway. But everybody, I'm going to take a break for about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm going to manage the Patreon, do some things on there like I said. Going to actually walk my dog and probably try to get some grub in as well. But until then, everybody, it has been great, and I thank you all for watching. Ingvars, thanks for stopping in. Alton, thank you as well. The conversations have been great. Thanks for the help. Imperlian, oh, I can't thank you enough right now. The true MVP of the day right there. Imperlian, no doubt. The giant tip. Not only the giant tip, but first tip and first giant tip. So thank you for that. Thank you so much. T, glad you came in here. Always giving that support. Zombie Fox, thank you for coming as well. Thank you for the help as well. That really did help. Crosshair, it's glad you could make it. Always glad. And to everybody actually playing right now, good luck to you. Fusion, glad you could come in here. Javel Joe, thanks for the little bit of insight on how you felt about the races to come. Always like seeing people's opinions there. Gonzalo, I hope everything is going well with you, friend. And I hope that you're having a better... well, good vibes, no doubt. Dro for show, thank you for coming in and stopping. And Red, glad you could make it. Definitely glad. Parafalse and Fendrix, so awesome that you could all make it as well. And Law, thank you for stopping in. It's been really awesome, everybody. But no doubt it is time for me to get out of here and take a little break. So until then, everyone, I'm stopping the stream. And if you're at work right now, I hope it goes swift. I hope it's steady. And I hope it goes nice and quick for you. So be sure to subscribe, everybody. I'm out of here. Take it easy. See you in just a little while.